Okay, so I wanted to make a video because a lot of people will go into the new year and have all of these really lofty goals about how they want to eat, and they'll completely restrict, they'll eliminate so many foods. I know that the holidays are like a really indulgent time, and a lot of us have, I mean, at least for me, it goes like my birthday in October, then Thanksgiving, then Christmas, and by the time January rolls around, I'm just like, what on earth have I done to my body? You fall off a schedule. I'm like home with my parents and we eat out a lot, so I'm not cooking, and I'm like very used to cooking. January hits and we're all kind of panicked, and I'm not going to beat around the bush. Most people want to lose weight, and I completely understand that. That's something that I have had to seriously work on not focusing on, and just making it more about like feeling better and like embracing my body, you know, just at like different times of the year, because it's natural for your body to change weight throughout the year. Like, that's okay. I think when you have like a perspective that's more rooted in holistic wellness and like taking care of yourself, you actually don't fluctuate weight that much, because you do go into these like holidays or these more busy times with a different mindset. It's not like an all or nothing mindset. I wanted to give some tips on how to kind of like detox and feel better and clean up your diet without restricting, without creating rules, without going overboard, and with just like not feeling like you're completely changing your whole life and creating this regimen that you have to stick to. And this works for me. I think it will work for other people if you just like take it with a grain of salt. You do the best you can. Like, the biggest thing is your mentality. So not being like, I need to eat X, Y, and Z way, I need to not eat these certain foods, rather focusing on what you can add to make you feel better. I've always found that like the additive mindset is so much better for your mental health than the subtractive mindset. So like thinking about things that you can add to your diet that will make you feel good, rather than things that you can take away from your diet that will make you feel good. Okay. So the biggest thing, like the number one thing that I like to think about when I'm trying to feel better, is simply just cooking at home and not eating as many meals out. I will always eat some meals out during the week. I love restaurants. I love restaurant food. I love exploring. But even if you're making every single thing that you would have eaten out at home, I guarantee you're gonna feel better. If you're making your own pizza, if you're making your own pasta, if you're making your own Chinese food, like, you know what goes into that. The ingredients that you buy are going to just naturally be a lot cleaner, and you're gonna feel fine. So just like most basic level, anything you want to eat out, try cooking it at home. I do this and like instantly I feel better. Number 2 is drinking just like a ton of water. A lot of the times when we're coming out of these, you know, holidays and stuff, first of all, we've had so much sugar. Second of all, we're probably really dehydrated from traveling or, you know, going to different parts of the country and not being in your routine where water is important. And when you're dehydrated, you think you're hungry and you end up eating more, and just like get really hydrating your system and getting back in the routine of drinking water will help you feel so much better. You'll sleep better, everything. So the next one is committing to movement every day. This isn't like I need to have a workout routine, I need to go to the gym every day. This is literally just I need to move every day, whether it's a 30-minute walk, a 5-minute like ab workout. What this does is it like gets your lymphatic system going, and that's the most important thing about exercise, is getting your lymphatic system moving. Getting your heart rate up and getting your cardiovascular system moving is also very important. The lymphatic system detoxes you. So in all of your lymph nodes, your body is like pushing out toxins and chemicals and eliminating them. And so if you're just even breathing, like doing breathing exercises helps get your lymphatic system going. And that doesn't need to be like high intensity anything. All it needs to be is just movement, which helps your body detoxify and helps you feel better. Any movement. Focus on what you're adding into your diet. I know I mentioned this before, but I always say, like, if I want to feel better, I have to eat more vegetables. And that's just true. Like, vegetables have so many amazing micronutrients. They have things that are good for your gut. They help you detoxify. So I like to make a rule, and again, this isn't like a hard rule, but that half my plate needs to be leafy greens or vegetables at every meal. Breakfast, I do fruit and stuff, so I feel like that covers the antioxidants and all of that category. Just focusing on adding vegetables into your meal or adding whatever you think you need more of. So maybe you need more healthy fat, maybe you need more protein. Focus on constructing your meals around what you need more of, and that will naturally crowd out the other stuff. Next, tune into your stress eating. So just like becoming more mindful with how you're eating and when. That's just like a really big one coming off the holidays, because I feel like eating just becomes second nature. Tune into like if you're hungry. Something I like to do is if I am hungry or I think I'm hungry, I drink a glass of water and I wait at least 20 minutes. And then I like really tune into my signals. Like, is my body saying I'm hungry? Or am I just like, am I thirsty? You know, like, am I stressed? Do I want to eat? If you just want to eat, fine, do it. But give yourself that moment to like breathe, drink water, and like figure out if this is actually a signal. So one of the ways I like to look at food, and again, this isn't always like, no one's perfect, but is thinking about like, is this helping me be the best version of myself? Not like the best physical version. I mean, maybe that is your goal. Is this bagel helping me feel my best? Is this donut? Of course, I'm thinking bagels and donuts. Is this donut like contributing to me in any way? And maybe it is, you know, like sometimes I look at a bagel and I'm like, is this helping me be the best version of myself? Yes, it is today, because I'm overcoming a food fear and I'm allowed to eat a bagel, and that's a win for me. Or yes, this bagel is because I'm with all of my friends and we're getting bagels and I love bagels and I feel good and it will be okay. So, but then there's sometimes where I'm like, I really don't respond well to cheese, and I ended up having a lot of cheese and dairy over the holidays, and I felt gross and my skin was breaking out, and I felt like, ugh, like my stomach goes, and I kind of just look at cheese and I'm like, does this help me? And now I'm just like, no, cheese doesn't make me feel good. And I can have dairy-free cheeses. It's not about like cutting out cheese completely. It's just about finding the foods that make me feel the best. And last is like focusing on what a food is doing for you. So asking yourself this question, like I always say this, but I never really loved avocados until I figured out like what the healthy fats did for me. And now I'm always like, I need to have more avocado because I know that it's like helping my gut lining. I know that healthy fats are really good for digestion. Some examples of foods that have healing qualities, and I'll make another video on like top healing foods that you can go into the new year thinking of are, okay, so foods with healthy fats, so avocado, clean oils, so like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, things like that, bone broth, foods high in antioxidants, so like berries, a lot of leafy greens, clean protein that has a lot of really good amino acids in it, so antibiotic-free chicken or salmon, and greens. Greens just like really are so important. I feel like people just don't eat enough greens. Anyway, those I feel like are good things that I keep in mind, like going into a period of time where I feel like I need to just like clean up my act and, you know, have all my energy back, and I sleep better and I feel like working out and I'm focused, you know, like just looking at food as a tool, really, making sure that you're not indulging in that super restrictive mindset, because that is just like so unhealthy and it never works out and you always end up breaking it, and then you're stuck with like these ideas and relationships with food that don't serve you, and it's not like a well-rounded relationship. Anyway, I hope that that's helpful. If you did think it was helpful, like or comment, and I'll make some more videos on like eating to heal, because I think that's like something that really has helped me change my relationship with food and look at not an enemy, but rather like something that's really amazing for you and something that can help heal your body and make you feel so good.